I'll let this song tell you this part of the story. Busted, it turns out you can't be trusted. Yeah, you must be thinking I'm stupid. It's what you did. Broke every kind of love rule. I was born in the morning, honey, not yesterday morning. Now you're calling me up cause you drank too much, and she don't mean nothing to you. And I gave you my love, and I gave you my attention, gave you some things that I don't want to mention. Took me for granted, took me for a ride. You left me downtown high and dry. Ran off with your ex, and what happened next ought to be some kind of crime. Give you every little piece of my heart and my time. Now here's a little piece of my mind. Mistakes, I guess sometimes you need a clean break. At least I learned a little lesson. There's no guessing that you won't ever kiss me again. Oh, I try to hold it all in. If I see you on the weekend, well, there ain't no doubt I'm gonna let it all out in front of her and all of your friends. And I gave you my love, and I gave you my attention, gave you some things that I don't want to mention. Took me for granted, took me for a ride. You left me downtown high and dry. Ran off with your ex, and what happened next ought to be some kind of crime. Give you every little piece of my heart and my time. Now here's a little piece of my mind. And I'm wasted too many of my nights promising everyone was a damn lie. And you think, and you think, and you think I'm gonna keep running back to you. No, no. 'Cause I gave you my love, and I gave you my attention, gave you some things that I don't want to mention. Took me for granted, took me for a ride. You left me downtown high and dry. Ran off with your ex, and what happened next ought to be some kind of crime. Give you every little piece of my heart and my time. Now here's a little piece of my mind. Give you every little piece of my heart and my time. Now here's a little piece of my mind. Give you every little piece of my heart and my time. Now here's a little piece of my mind. Yes. So, yes, you know what I'm saying right there, don't you? And so the next song in the part that we're in is Ruin, and so this next song is, I kind of grew up on Tammy Wynette and Merle Haggard and Dolly Parton, and I come from Australia, as you can probably tell by the accent by now, but I live in Nashville. I live in America, so it's kind of g'day y'all. I'm transitioning. But a lot's happened in the last 4 years, so this album has been a labour of love over the last couple of years. And there are some things in country music that we don't kind of hear much these days, Americana music. And this is my way of telling my truth. She took the ballerina jewelry box from the back of the bottom drawer. It had been so long since she'd opened that thing. The tiny dancer don't spin no more. She untangled that heart-shaped silver plate locket that he gave her when she turned 16, and slipped that gold band off her finger, 'cause a promise doesn't mean a thing. No. She's done with blaming. She's taking back the name she had before it all went wrong. And some songs, they gotta be unsung. And some heartstrings, they come unstrung. some knots have got to be untied. Sister said, gotta make him pay. Her lawyer said, keep it black and white. Mama said, men are all the same. But Daddy said, girl, you'll be all right. It's complicated. She don't know how to hate the man she has loved so long. And some songs, they gotta be unsung. Some heartstrings, they come unstrung, and ideals, they might be undone. No matter how hard we try, some knots have got to be untied. Some songs, they gotta be unsung. These heartstrings, they come unstrung, and ideals, they might be undone. No matter how hard we try, no matter how much we cry, some nights have got to be untied. She put the ballerina jewelry box in the back of the bottom drawer. She wiped a tear and walked away and closed that door. Thank you so much. And when I say grew up on Tammy Wynette and Dolly Parton, at my sister's wedding I was 17 years old and I got the gig. I was also a bridesmaid, singing church, bridesmaid. Big. It was the 90s to early 90s ladies, so it was big puffy sleeves, the big perm. It was a masterpiece. And then I got the gig. My local band and I got the gig doing the reception afterwards, and I thought it was really funny if we sang Divorce. Our little boy is 4 years old. Until 4 years later when they got divorced. So it's not my fault. It's Tammy Wynette's fault. So that was my divorce song. But, you know, I moved to Nashville in the course of the last 4 years, and my whole life was meant to come with me. Didn't quite happen that way. But don't worry, you're going to hear all about it. But somewhere in between there, living alone in Nashville on the other side of the world, missing my family, but really grateful to be there. Kind of through the ruin, the mess was made, and it was time to clean it up. So this second part of this album that we've got here tonight is called Recovery, the Healing. And this is a song I sat down in my little writer's studio over there near Music Row and sat on my little keyboard. And this song came through and I think it was trying to teach me a lesson. I can't go back. I don't belong there anymore. And I can't stay here, invisible behind closed doors, just praying and hoping that nobody sees me broken. When I try to tell them that I'm doing okay, I end up choking. But I know this ain't happening to me, it's happening for me. When I'm stuck in my hurt and my head, I forget that I'm blessed. The child in me, scared to be on her own. The vagabond gypsy ain't got no place that feels like home. I know that he's pulling me, guiding me, walking beside me, but sometimes I feel so lost in the dark. How could he find me when I know this ain't happening to me? It's happening for me. When I'm stuck in my hurt and my head, I forget that I'm blessed. If I surrender my will, my fears completely, then the struggle will not define me, nor will it defeat me, 'cause I know this ain't happening to me, it's happening for me. Even if I can't see it yet, His will is for my best. Oh yes, I believe it. I'm blessed. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. So during the healing, I kind of went home, and the reason why I tell my story, which I never used to do, this is my 5th album, and I've never kind of said as much of the truth as I have. I know I keep going on about the truth, but the thing I've learned about doing that is that it's not my story at all. It's our story. Lots of times people come up and say they relate to the songs, and I love hearing that. But we've all got a place that we come from, and I come from a place called Marupna. Have we got anybody from Marupna here? No, I didn't think so. If somebody said yes, I would be really concerned. Marupna is a little country town in central Victoria, down there near Melbourne in Australia. And during this time I went home for Christmas to spend some time with my mum and my dad. And this is the song that came from it. I wrote it with an American guy by the name of Bill White. So we joined our stories in this one. So maybe it's about your hometown too. Dear hometown, you're a sight for sore eyes. It's sure been a long time since I've driven down your little main street, or sat on a red top seat at Johnson's Corner Pharmacy, spun around. Dear hometown, so much of you's changed, but enough of you remains that I can see me now on Daredevil heel, on a hand-me-down bicycle, purple lips from a popsicle. Some way, somehow, well, there's a big old world I got lost in. I was gone, but you were not forgotten. I loved you then, like I love you now, dear hometown. Dear hometown, back in 1993, I was homecoming queen. My grandmama kept my crown, but we buried her outside St. Mary's Church. We sang Amazing Grace and prayed for her when we laid her in the ground. Well, there's a big old world I got lost in. I was gone, but you were not forgotten. I loved you then, like I love you now, dear hometown. Oh, dear hometown. Oh, I'm coming home. Coming home. Thank you. Nothing rhymes with Marupna, see? Any suggestions? Didn't think so. This next song is one of my favourites. It's the new single we've just released. We've done a little video clip or film clip or whatever the kids say these days. I was making them when they were called video clips in the olden days. But yeah, we just made a video clip. We've put it up on YouTube if you're that way inclined. And it's interesting because I thought this song was the most female-y kind of song that I've written. I mean, it's all pretty generic, to my ear anyway. But I had a gentleman after a show in Nashville come and tap me on the shoulder and he said, men go through this stuff too. I thought, all right, fair enough, mate. I said, fair enough. And he goes, your girl's not the only one that goes through this. He didn't talk like that, but he's not here. It's like everybody hears me like I'm Steve Irwin. Crikey, this guy came up to me in Nashville, but we don't talk like that, so I've kind of, anyway, I'm way off track. I'm going to run out of time before I run out of songs. This is a song from the record. I'm just going to get to it. There's a crack above the window in the hallway. The timber's kind of worn in the doorway from my shoes. Has she noticed in the cupboard in the kitchen, there's a red wine glass that's missing? That was you. The night we drank too much Merlot, couldn't clear the counter quick enough. I wanna know, how does she fall asleep in my haunted house? Well, can't you see the outline that were hanging such a long time? The photographs you took down. Well, can't you smell my perfume and know the sheets in the bedroom are the ones that I picked out? How does she fall asleep in my haunted house? Did you tell about the day we braved the rain? Walked through, put our money down the next day, and it was out. There's not an inch of this place that I hadn't touched. Not a room where we haven't made love, where you're making love now. Oh, and I wonder if it hurts that every step she takes I've taken first. How does she fall asleep in my haunted house? Can't you see the outline that were hanging such a long time? The photographs you took down. Can't you smell my perfume and know the sheets in the bedroom are the ones that I picked out? How does she fall asleep in my haunted house? Oh, and I know we've both moved on, but tell me, am I really gone? So how does she fall asleep in my haunted house? Can't you see the outline that were hanging such a long time? The photographs you took down. Well, can't you smell my perfume and know the sheets in the bedroom are the ones that I picked out? How does does she fall asleep in my haunted? Oh, how does she fall asleep in my haunted? Oh, how does she fall asleep in my haunted house? I'm not the only one. Thank you so much. But it really was. I mean, we bought it to renovate it, and if you are a little lost in the story, I was married, then I wasn't. I should have just said that, and we could have this all over and done with in like 2 minutes. Short and sweet. But it's funny now. It wasn't real funny back then, I can tell you that for a start. However, part of this process for me was, has anybody listened to podcasts? Does anybody enjoy podcasts? No podcast lovers? You do? Or the few of you do? I've made a little podcast that goes with it. It's kind of can be funny in moments and just kind of shares a bit more of my Nashville story too, if anyone wants to find me on the podcast places. But this ended up coming really late in proceedings, this song, and it turned out to be the title track. The album's called The Truth, the Music and Me, and obviously so is this song. But I'm not bitter, I'm not angry or any of that kind of thing. This song really sums up the story to this point. I spent the first part of the year before last taking a chance I couldn't take back, chasing this crazy big dream I had since I was 10 years old. And I spent too many days last year sleeping on a pillow wet with my tears, with blood on my hands and God in my ear telling me to let it go. So I let it go, and as the snow falls, midnight phone calls, and I laid there all alone telling Mama I'm alright. You can blame me for how it changed me, but somewhere between the ruin and the rise, sick of the lies, I swallow my pride. I still can't believe I made it out alive. We made it out alive. The truth, the music, and me. I spent so many nights on these guitar strings trying to make sense of hurtful things. Made a little Christmas money on pawn shop rings, sweet diamond goodbye. Maybe now you'll shine. And as the snow falls, midnight phone calls, and laid there all alone telling Daddy I'm alright, yeah. You can blame me for how it changed me, but somewhere between the ruin and the rise, sick of the lies, I swallow my pride. I still can't believe I made it out alive. We made it out alive. The truth, the music, and me. And me, and me, and me. And as the snow falls, midnight phone calls, I tell him I sure miss y'all from Nashville, Tennessee, yeah. And you can blame me for how it changed me, but somewhere between the ruin and the rise, sick of the lies, I swallow my pride. I still can't believe I made it out alive. We made it out alive. Now I've gotta live my life with the truth, the music, and me. Thank you. Now I'm going to get a little rowdy here, just letting you know, Ross. So that's kind of recovery. I've only got time. I know I've only got time for a couple more songs. I'm going to sum it all up in the next couple. But this is in the next section. You can tell I put a lot of thought into this album. I've had a lot of spare time on my hands, basically, over the last couple of years. But it's recorded in Nashville with all the most amazing Nashville musicians. And this track's kind of a whole lot of fun on the record. A little saucy. The third part's called Rising, so things get kind of happy. Stop pretending you don't think what I'm thinking. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. You make me high, I'll make you feel like you've been drinking. Let it flow. Come on, let it go. Why don't you lean on in, boy, taste my sea and make a little love, make a little trouble, break down the wall, lay me in the rubble, and let's do bad, bad things to one another, cause the bad, bad things make you feel so good. Make you moan and make me scream, take it slow and kiss a little mean. You'll be fire, I'll be the gasoline, let's get dangerous. Make a little love and trouble. Well, now don't get caught in chaos and complication. If it's gonna be, you gotta let it be. 'Cause I'm soaking in the sweet, sweet anticipation. And all I need is your hands on me. So baby, ain't it time that you and I make a little love, make a little trouble, break down my wall, lay me in the rubble, and let's do the bad, bad things. Oh, the bad, bad things make you moan, make me scream. Take it slow and kiss a little bean. You'll be fire, I'll be the gasoline. Let's get dangerous. Make a little love and trouble. Yeah, yeah. Make a little love, make a little trouble, break down the wall, lay me in the rubble, and let's do the bad, bad things. Oh, the bad, bad things make you moan and make men scream. Take it slow and kiss a little mean. You'll be fire, I'll be the gasoline. Let's get dangerous. Make a little love and trouble. To make a little love and trouble, yeah. Thank you. So everybody's got to move on, right, at some point. But usually when I co-write songs, I can blame my co-writer if the words are a bit raunchy or whatever. I do that often. But I wrote that on my own. But I wrote it in my pyjamas and I didn't even brush my teeth, so it's not as raunchy. You know, I'm sort of just popping that balloon for everybody right there. True story. That's the best thing about writing songs, is you can kind of do it behind closed doors. Now, do I have time for another song? Forgive me for asking. I'm so worried about going over time because I'm so excited to see Sean play. Will somebody tell me if I'm... Okay, great. Hello. Am I in trouble for talking now? Do what I want to do. You keep telling me that. All right, how about I squeeze in a couple then? So we're down there in Rising. I'm going to sort of skip down towards the end of the album. It's 15 tracks on the album. There's 12 full songs. And, last time I was in the UK in October, actually, I'd just written this song the day before I left Nashville. The whole album had been recorded already. And I just felt like there was part of the story that I hadn't told yet, because we're in the good stuff, and I wanted to make sure people knew that I was it was good. The worst thing that ever happened was the best thing that ever happened. So last time I was here, I drove up to Sheffield via a couple of castles because I am a tourist. Went into the studio and started recording this song, took it back to Nashville and finished it off. It's on the album. It's one of my favourites. Well, I could blame Nashville. I could blame this guitar, or that woman sleeping in my bed and driving my car. I could blame myself, 'cause I was the one to leave. Sometimes what you want ain't what you need. And the truth is, I had to face the music. And when I did, what I found was a queen without a crown, in a string and a voice I wasn't using. Between the storms and the doubt that almost broke me down, some days I can't believe I made it through it. 'Cause the truth is, I had to face the music. So thanks to fate and destiny and those worn down saints looking out for me, I still got this guitar and these songs I sing. I don't give a damn if no one knows my name, 'cause the truth is, I had to face the music. And when I did, what I found was a queen without a crown, in a string and a voice I wasn't using. Between the storms and the doubt that almost broke me down, some days I can't believe I made it through it. 'Cause the truth is, I had to face the music. Yes, I did. 'Cause when I did, what I found was a queen without a crown, in a strength and a voice I wasn't using. Between the storms and the doubts that almost broke me down, some days I can't believe I made it through it. What's done is done, and I would not undo it. 'Cause the truth is, I had to face the music. Sweet, sweet music. Thank you. Thank you so much.